We are here. Hey everybody, it's Heather. Sorry about being a little late. There was a horrible accident and it was blocked off in two areas. And so I had a little trouble getting here. So I hope everybody is having a great day today on this Tuesday. Yay! And even though we're late, I hope everybody's going to be jumping on. Let me move this around so I can see everybody. There we are. So hopefully everybody will jump on. They'll see it pop up. But yeah, we are a little late, but better late than never, right? So let's go ahead and get started. We always like to cover the starting kit. Hey, Muzi, good to see you. We always like to cover the starter kit. So let's go over that quickly, and then we'll just jump right into it. This is our legend. I'm just kidding. That's the icon. We also have the icon pro. Good morning, Pam. We have the legend, and then we have the breeze, which is our cordless one. And it all comes with makeup. So it all comes with everything you see here. Now, you may have gotten something, one that maybe is, maybe got some free gifts or something like that. But it will come with the two foundations, the Love and the Blush. And the Love might be something you use every other day or once in a while. You can mix it in with your foundation. You can mix it in with your blush. The blush is super high pigmented. So only 2 drops, and that is it. You do not want to do more than that. And then we also have the 2 foundations, which we give you the 2 foundations because we want you to practice. This is a new way of doing makeup, and so we definitely want you to get working, using it. Hey, Cindy, good morning, Luminess. But hold on, sorry guys, I need to. When you're using it, we want to make sure that you're 4 finger widths away. This is something you're going to want to practice in the mirror because you'll either do this because something's blowing at you, or you'll come in closer because you're used to touching your face. So make sure you can keep it that 4 finger widths away, keep it moving, and then barely pull back on the trigger. You want very little makeup to come out. And this goes against everything we've done with traditional makeup up until this point. So make sure you practice. I don't just talk about it. I'm telling you what to do. All right. So now let's go to, let me go back to my comments. All right. So in the midst of everything, I was like, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So contouring is something that everybody talks about a lot as far as they want more information on it. So I want to talk about contouring, but to show you an example, we always contour our eyes when doing eyeshadow. And so it's the same, it's similar, it's a little different, but similar as far as foundation is going to make you flat. It's going to even you out. So if you have discoloration, imperfections, it just makes you flat. You're all one color. And so contouring is adding some dimension and some goodness back into your face. Okay. So Zandra on YouTube is saying that she got it last night. She's playing with it, but it does run out quickly. So Zandra, you're pulling back too hard on that trigger, baby. So you are going to do it on a paper towel so you can see that you barely have to pull back on that trigger and something is coming out. So definitely, yep, exactly. Pulling back too hard. Oh, thank you, Carol. Carol said, thank you for going over how to use this. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. You're going to see me airbrush. I am going to use the icon. And then I think I have enough of my matte bronzer to do my contouring with the matte bronzer. So we're going to do that. But first, I want to do eyes. And I'm going to use our handy dandy standard Nude and Naughty palette. If you do not have this one, this is a must. Good morning, Jacqueline. This has 36 different eyeshadows. I mean, it's endless possibilities of what you can do. Now, normally I just go in, I do have a little bit of concealer on my lid because I do wear a little bit of concealer coming into work. Now, normally, and there's always different ways to do this. Like I can say like my normal routine or normally I do this. There's always changes that you can do. So with eyeshadow, if I was going to treat this like my face, I could go in with a very neutral color, almost skin-like color. And so I'm going to put this from lash line all the way to my brow. Okay. So think of this as your foundation for your eyeball, for your eye. So I'm going here. This is going to flatten out my eye. Now, also remember, lightness opens and darkness is going to close it. Okay. So depending on your eye shape, you might want to not go in as far with a dark color to close up the eyes. But I'm not saying you can't do a smoky eye. You just need to watch how far you bring that over. Where I have bigger eyes, but they are somewhat hooded. If I just like relaxed, they're somewhat hooded, but I'm usually talking like this, but they're somewhat hooded. So with hooded eyes, I want to blend the crease color up so you can see it. Okay. So now I'm going to take my blending brush and with a medium brown, I'm going to go into my crease. Now, notice how this is flat, right? There's no dimension. There's nothing. Now I have my crease color, and I'm going to go back and forth. Notice how I never pick up the brush. I'm just blending, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just like that. Now, even though this is super light, see how, can you guys see how it's, how there's a difference? Like it's giving me some dimension. Can you see that? I'm going to wait for answers. Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. So I'm just blending. Now, if you have smaller eyes, maybe you don't go, maybe you just stay here. Okay. Zandra, no, they don't come with brushes, but we do have our brush set. So look for our brush set. Our brushes are amazing. And all the ones that I'm using are in our brush set. All right, so I have this. I'm blending, blending, blending. And I'm going to blend this up because of my hooded eye. I want to be able to see that when I'm looking straight, you know, like it's not hidden under the hood. It's, you can see it, but it's still blended. Okay. Now, other ways to jazz it up, just like if, you know, when I use some shimmer on my cheeks, when I want something to stand out a little bit more, when I want to like draw attention. Remember that shimmer acts like airport runway lights, so it is going to draw attention. So you need to watch where you put shimmer. Don't put shimmer near wrinkles and crinkles because we don't want to draw attention to that. So even if you have wrinkles and crinkles, you still can use shimmer. We just need to watch where we put it. And so I'm going to put a little bit just right here on my lid. And I'm going to use, let's use, I think I use that. I'll use a kind of a neutral one. Still in this Nude and Naughty palette. I'm going to use that color right there. And I'm just going to pack that on. Yes, I'm using my finger. Right there. Okay. This is plain, bland, nothing popping out. And here we're starting to build it up. Now, still taking my blending brush, I'm going to go in with a darker brown, and I'm going to do that right in my crease. Wherever the first place your brush touches is where most of the makeup's going to go, and I want that on the outside, not the inside. I want it on the outside. So I'm going to go right here. And just go, I'm almost making a V. Right there. Okay. Can you see the difference from even adding that little step, how it just steps it up just a little bit. You can make it as dramatic as you want or blend it down if you want as well. And Zandra, the brushes are in a 5-piece brush set. Okay. See how that is? Now I can go back with my lighter brown and blend that edge a little bit. See? Little steps make such a big difference. But I basically just contoured my eye. This is our face with just foundation on. This is adding shape, dimension, some pop, some shimmer, pop and shimmer. Right back there, okay? Right there. I'm not going to fix that other eye because I do want you guys to see the difference. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be all kinds of crazy today. I'm only going to do half my face because I do want to show you what a difference it makes. You can take what I'm doing and just adapt it to your taste, to your skin, to what you like. If you're like, Heather, I have never contoured a day in my life. What do I always suggest? Do something different before you take your makeup off. And it does not have to be like you're here and then you're going to go here. It can be here and you're going here. It does. You don't have to take these like ginormous steps. Okay. So now I am going to do foundation, but my contouring and, maybe I'll do contouring and blush on this side. This side, I'm going to do contour, highlight, and blush. This side, I'm only going to do blush. And then, because sometimes I just wear blush, but you'll see the difference, okay? Now, let me take, I'm going to take the CC concealer. And I did my eye, my one eye first, because if anything fell, I'm able to clean that up before I airbrush. And we know that the airbrush is super precise, so it only goes where I point it. And so now I'm going to take this, I look up, angle my airbrush or my stylus down just a little bit. And as soon as I feel the makeup, I can hear it too, I'm moving. Now this is the CC concealer. So I'm just getting that pre-coverage in. I'm just doing a little bit of coverage. Jacqueline says that she uses every brush. Yes, girl, I love our brush set is, well, of course, I like them because I picked them out. But those are brushes, like I cannot do makeup without those brushes. All right, so that was just a little bit of contour, I'm sorry, a little bit of concealer just to start my process. I don't have, using the concealer, using our pre-coverage, if it's X out, eraser, the Prism color, it doesn't matter what you're using as pre-coverage, you're just taking those steps because you don't have to cover it 100% because of the fact that we're still getting coverage by the other stuff that we're adding, okay? Zandra says, you make contouring look so easy. Girl, it is easy. I promise. All right, so I am going to add, I just had to add a little bit. And this is the matte bronzer. I hope I have some left. Okay. This is the matte bronzer. Uh-oh. I just spilled. Hold on, I'm gonna have to get, I spillaged. Ow, hold on. See, today I'm like all over the place. Well, I don't know what I did with my little, oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so now taking said bronzer, and I'm only going to bronze this side. Now, let me also back up. I used to say start from the middle of your ear and head towards the corner of your mouth. Now I have to say, oh, my finger's bleeding again. Everything nowadays I feel is we need it to go up. We need it to go up. So if you're choosing a side, like it might be the top of your ear. If you make a fish face, it's like right here. Don't get your contour low. Remember, we need all the help we can get. Just get everything up. And I think masks have, that's one thing it really helped us with, is realizing like, we got to bring it up. Okay. So I'm going in. Lightly spraying, I can feel it. And now you can kind of see it starting to happen. This is the color I'm spraying. But notice that you don't see that right away, right? Because we are spraying super light. Now, normally I go back and forth to each side, so it gives it time to, you know, kind of just settle. Jody, please, baby, use it. That's why we know, honey, for number one, you're not the only one who does that. We know that a lot of people get it and then they don't use it. And it can be a little intimidating, but I'm telling you, you're going to kick yourself because you didn't jump on it. Okay. 100% promise. But that's why we do these lives. And that's why I'm telling you, practice with water, practice with the air, because you'll get it down, but just practice. Okay. It feels so weird not to do the other side. All right. So now that's all the contouring I'm going to do. And now I will grab my blush. Yes, Cindy's like, contouring helps my round face look longer and slimmer. Yes, girl, yes. Amen, Sister Fran. All right, I am using Soft Rose Blush, which is what probably a majority of you have. And that's all. Remember, our blush does bloom. So don't do more. Only do the 2 drops and then see what happens. See how it blooms. Now, I did do blush first. If you noticed, I did the blush first before doing my foundation. And now I can go in. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it. Hopefully this is it. Now I can go in with my foundation and it's going to blend everything. Remember, guys, 9 times out of 10, people apply airbrush makeup when they first start like traditional makeup. This is different, okay? That's why you can put stuff on in different order, because it's like little pixels all over your face. So that's why I can contour, I can do blush first before doing my foundation. It's going to help blend and look amazing. So now, starting in one spot, making my passes. Remember, you do not have to race. Y'all see my gray hairs? I'm trying to get those covered. Notice I'm not racing. I'm not doing a free-for-all. My moves are very deliberate. And I just keep making my passes until I get that coverage that I want. Now, I don't have to do as many passes because I got a lot of coverage from my CC concealer, from the contouring, from the blush. But look at what a difference. I'll just look straight and see what a difference contouring can make. And I wouldn't say that this was like a really strong contour, I would say that it's, you know, I mean, it's not light, but it's not a real strong contour. Can y'all see the difference? Even in the eyes, look at the difference, how that all, just a few little steps can make such a difference. Zandra, that's exact. So if you're new, guys, get airbrushing down. If, like, even if it's just foundation, get that down. Get the foundation down, because then it doesn't matter what's in your airbrush. If you know how to airbrush, it doesn't matter what's in it. You can do it. So honestly, if you're new, get airbrushing down, and then let's start looking at, okay, what kind of looks you want? What's your skin like? We can look at different things, okay? So I am going to go in and apply the Persuasion eyeliner. Again, I'm going to show you what a difference eyeliner can make. I have to be quiet while I do this. Okay? That little step makes a difference. I am going to do this side as well. Just right there, tickling at the lash line. And right there. Okay. We did this the other day, where even a little bit of eyeliner can make a difference. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer just on one side so you can see the difference. Let's use that brush. So I'm using the Optics Highlight and Strobe. I'm using kind of all of them. I'll go down my nose too. And then, you know what? I'll just keep it simple with the Ballet Pink. Okay, so Jody on YouTube is asking a really good question. I want to touch on that. Okay. The end result, you can definitely see the difference. I would, of course, add mascara, but I want to touch on this because I know we were late and I don't want to keep y'all much longer. But Jody asked, how long would you say it takes to use Luminess in the morning? Is it kind of faster than putting normal makeup on? And does Luminess leave blotches on your face as the day goes on? Great questions. So it will save you time. Now, at first, it might seem like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me forever. But that's just you getting used to it. If you practice that distance, practice airbrushing water on your face to get the pulling back of the trigger, it should never feel wet or sticky. And so those are things you're going to want to practice. And I'm not saying practice for 30 days. I'm saying just do these things a few times, a few days, you'll get it down. We used to say use it 7 days in a row, and by that 7th day, you'll have it down. It does save you time. I have done my entire makeup with lashes full glam in 12 minutes. Okay, so it does save you time. And no, definitely faster. It's not going to leave blotches because of the fact of how it goes on. If it does leave blotches, then we need to work on how to airbrush. One thing, if you are new, put about 5 drops in here, fold up a paper towel or tissue, and airbrush that, holding it the 4 finger widths away, making your movements, and barely pull back on that trigger. You want to make sure you can you want that color to show up gradually. Sometimes that helps our minds visualize what's happening on our face, because when you're airbrushing your face, you actually don't want to see it go on, and sometimes that's hard to understand. So just make sure to airbrush that to make sure you're doing it the correct way. Now, It lasts 17 to 18 hours. It works with your skin. Again, we're not covering, like traditional makeup, we're not covering every inch of our face. And so it does work with your skin. I say you can use anywhere from 5 to 10 drops, and 10 drops being max total to put on your makeup. There are times 5 drops is enough for me. If I'm just wanting to even out my done, or if I'm going to take time and maybe go somewhere or do something, then I'm going to use my 8 drops and get the full coverage that I want. So anywhere from 5 to 10 drops is enough total drops to give you that perfect look, depending on what it is. And that's the other thing I love about airbrush makeup. Besides the fact it is touchless, it sits on top of the skin. We're not pulling on the skin, but it's that for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you want, like, you don't have to have a tinted moisturizer, medium coverage, full coverage. You can get all of that with Luminess. So there you go. That's my spiel. Now I'm going to even out my eyes and even out my contour and do some mascara, and then I will be good for the day. Carol's asking, what is the difference of this and the Breeze? So the Breeze is cordless and chargeable. There's no cord, obviously. It's what you prefer. This is great for traveling, although this is small enough to travel. So it just depends. This is your makeup well in here, so it goes straight in here. This is your trigger, and that is how you turn it on. So you will want to pick a date to charge it, because the charge lasts for a long time. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry for the delay, but it couldn't be helped. There was a when I say bad accident, like it was cut off, the freeway was cut off in the coming and the going, like both sides. It was bad. I had to go through like subdivisions to get all around. So anyway, all right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Let me know, guys, if there's something you want to talk about, let me know so we can do that for you. But love seeing you guys here, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.